Hello everyone, welcome back to Sonic Adventure. I'm Tyler.
I'm Jeff.
And this is Part 8. Today we're going to be starting off Big's playthrough that... Yeah. That one playthrough that shouldn't have been in the game.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what they were thinking.
He does nothing to the story at all.
Apart from one Chaos Emerald.
Yeah, which they could have found another easy way to... Actually, they didn't even need to bring in Big. They could have just made the frog one of the characters.
And just have Gamma pick him up.
Yeah.
Now, this time, Sega Bass Fishing was out on the Dreamcast. And that was popular.
Mm-hmm.
So, I still don't see the connection.
Huh.
I mean, Choo Choo Rocket was also popular, you know. They didn't put in a puzzle aspect.
They didn't put any mouses in the game.
Mm.
Mice, whatever. And why a big purple cat?
I don't know.
I don't like this face that close to the Big Bear either. His mouth's gaping open, so it has like he has another chin there.
Yeah, now, I guess Big is supposed to be somewhat of a surfer dude. Or a stoner.
Oh, yeah.
Now, did you, when you play as Big, have you actually bothered to collect all the fishing logs?
I only got one. I never bothered with any of them else, the other ones.
Yeah, I think I did once to 100% it, or at least try to.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like 4 of them.
That's what I hear, yeah. There's one right behind him. Right there. Which I don't understand why he didn't pick up before he left.
Oh, that's a proper item power-up. I'm talking about the fish lures.
Isn't that a fish lure?
No, that's the big rod power-up.
Oh, okay. I do know that there is one lure right near us, right near Twinkle Park. I get it after I beat Twinkle Park, though.
Oh, the one in the sewers?
Yeah. It's... Oh, you can't see it on the camera. It's kind of next to the building. I don't think we headed over there with Sonic, so...
Yeah, and I was just going to point out that Big calls a Chaos Emerald a Lucky Charm, which is funny enough an idea which came back in Sonic 06. There's a line of dialogue where they refer to a Chaos Emerald as a Lucky Charm. Which is kind of a strange thing to make a reference to.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, don't run away. What you doing under that car? What's wrong?
I don't get how Froggy gets around like that, though, when Big cannot catch him. Big's a cat. He should be able to chase that frog easily.
Yeah, and of course you might notice that Froggy does have a tail from Chaos. Which makes me wonder exactly how Chaos works.
And, sorry. Elevator's too small for him. It even closed on his tail. And this is one of the problems with Big.
Yeah, he's heavier than the story in Sonic 06, so...
He can't move around at all in hallways.
He steers like a cow.
I know. And this is one of the main problems of this game. The fishing.
But at least they only give you like 4 levels.
Yeah. And I explored a lot in one of the I think on the 4th stage, because I found some little thing, a little place that I wanted to try and get around, but it never worked with Big. I don't even know what's happening there.
Well, that's the thing with Big's levels, is they actually do have like secret areas in them. Presumably where you can get like especially big fish.
Yeah. The secret area I don't think has any fish in it, but yeah. No, I don't want you fish. I want Froggy.
You can actually catch metal fish in this game, like the choppers.
I thought that was pretty cool.
No, I guess we should point out that when you want to catch Froggy, you hold down on the analog stick.
I learned that the hard way. It just happened by accident when I was a kid. Up until this playthrough, I didn't even know that you had to do that.
Yeah.
And it's also kind of hard to lure Froggy over to the lure.
Yeah, you kind of have to wriggle it.
Mm-hmm. Especially when other fish want your lure.
Yeah, and before this game, I think the idea of catching frogs with a fishing lure is kind of odd.
Makes no sense. I can see why Froggy gets around in the pool with his tail and all that. But normal frogs don't swim around like that. And I caught this guy by accident. I didn't really want him, but he would not get off the lure. So I just decided to reel him in. If you hold down the A button, he'll reel it in faster. And if you hold down the B button, he'll reel in slower. But it also doesn't fill your meter as much.
Yeah, and I guess if you want to get these levels over and done with quickly, you can sort of get close to Froggy and fish, like nearly right next to him.
I'm right next to him right now. It's just there's other fish around him in this area. That's the problem with this part. And this guy decides to mess with me and gets on my lure. I'm pretty sure at one point I decide to just restart the level twice. Just trying to get Froggy. I almost died there too.
Yeah, and I guess Froggy can swim in fresh and saltwater.
Mm-hmm. But why are there fish in the pool anyways?
I don't know. They're saying to no aquatic park.
I guess.
No, aquarium park.
Yeah. Where's Froggy? I think it's around here when I decide to restart, because this guy decides to just come over here.
Now the character of Big, he does appear in Sonic Adventure 2 in the levels.
Oh yeah.
As a sort of cameo. Which is okay, I guess. As long as he's in the background, or...
There we go.
And he doesn't really appear in Sonic Generations, but his model is in the trophy room, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I think they have dialogue of him too. I think he was supposed to be one of the characters that stand around.
Oh yeah, I guess that would make sense. Like, I would expect to see him outside the Sonic Adventure level.
Mm-hmm. Or where I don't get like Cream the Rabbits on the Sonic Adventure place.
Well, my guess is they just put characters with levels with games they're associated with.
Cream's not in the game though.
But that's what I mean. They sort of ran out of characters for each game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why Vector represents Sonic Unleashed.
Mm-hmm. Even though he wasn't at all in Sonic Unleashed.
No.
Come on, Froggy. See, I'm just wriggling the control stick around at that point, so I have no idea what I'm doing. Instead of just hitting down so that he'll catch on the lure.
Yeah, I was just going to say that Cream does sort of appear in this game. In the DX version, she has a sort of cameo where she flies across the screen.
Yeah, I know that. And I restart again just because I don't want to sit around waiting for him again. I do know he sort of swims in some sort of cycle. He just spins around, though, until he sees your lure. And that's where I discovered you just gotta hit down.
Actually, when it comes to the character of Big himself, I'm not really bothered either way. Mm-hmm. But as long as he's not really playable like this, it's okay. Mm-hmm. Like in Sonic Heroes, I guess he was better.
He was way better in Heroes. He didn't. He was a power character, so he played a lot like Knuckles and Vector and all them.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now in this game, you can actually kill enemies with his fishing rod.
Yeah, as I demonstrated earlier. And there's Cream the Rabbit.
And I just thought in Sonic Heroes that fishing rod actually becomes quite a deadly weapon. Mm-hmm. He sort of swings it around in huge circles.
Yeah. I think they do they use the fishing rod in his special ability thing?
Oh, you mean the Team Blast?
The Team Blast, yes.
As I recall, he just holds up the umbrella,
Oh,
and
okay.
Cream and Amy.
They just sit on it,
Yeah,
and somehow that kills everyone.
yeah, and do a cheesy anime pose.
Mm-hmm. And now we gotta carry the ice key all the way to the ice cap again. Have you ever noticed that there's only 3 characters that go to every level?
Yeah, there's like 11 level themes, and most of them are used either 3 times or just twice.
Mm-hmm. The only level I think that goes has people go there twice is Lost World, which is Sonic and Knuckles. That's it.
And Hot Shelter with Gamma and Amy. Oh, and Big as well.
Yeah,
So-
Big as well.
Fine.
Which that level you don't actually start off fishing. I'm pretty sure you get a speed up power up at one point in Hot Shelter with Big, which doesn't work all that well. You don't speed up, and when you do speed up, you hit walls. That's probably Big's max speed right there.
Yeah, I guess this character was introduced as comic relief.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe it's just my taste, but just a big dumb guy isn't that funny.
No, when they just put in a retard, it's not gonna be all that funny. They gotta give him funny lines. There's a lot of like anime and video game characters that are funny without being idiots.
Yeah, or you know, guys like this usually come in a double act,
Mhm.
where there's a big dumb one and there's a little angry one, like Ren and Stimpy.
Mm-hmm. Pick up the
Wonder
rock. Pick up the rock.
I wonder if he has that kind of relationship with Froggy. You know, Froggy, when he's not being possessed, is an angry little chihuahua type of character.
And somehow I picked up the rock there.
Yeah, it's like Big's like stronger than the Hulk or something. Well, not the Hulk, but he's like one of the strongest Sonic characters. Funny enough,
Mm-hmm.
even Knuckles can't pick up a car.
I know what can pick up a car. Tornadoes.
Oh yeah,
Come on.
I sort
Froggy.
of had to think about what.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh, come on. You can get it.
I was thinking about the plane, the tornado, and I thought, when did that pick up a car? And of course, one of the optional pair-ups is hidden in this level somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's quite cavernous. That did put a bit of thought into his levels. Funny enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this level's pretty long if you go into it, and there's a lure power-up at one point. But,
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah. Although what is interesting is that underneath the water, there's like some dinosaur skeletons. That's a nice piece of scenery.
And,
In fact-
you can tell that it's night right now just because of how Big's model looks. Look how weird that looks.
Yeah, it's dark and shiny.
Mm-hmm. And here's where we find out Tails is a real dick. So he has Froggy right here, right?
Yeah.
So Big just decides to run over there, and he trips and falls. And Tails here goes. Hold on, we'll wait for it.
Glad I found you.
Oops.
Then he throws it.
Well, frogs are pretty slippery.
I know, but he goes oops before he even lets go.
Oh, that face.
Oh. And now we go through a train ride, which somehow takes a day. From night to day, which is weird.
Yeah, and I'll tell you that previous scene also had the boing sound effect from Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Yeah. And I don't think Big fits in the train either. No, his tail got stuck in the door.
Now, when you enter the train, you can actually switch to like sort of first-person camera. I mean, you can change the camera and it will like sort of mess up.
Yeah, it'll, the train will move, but you won't move at all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Sonic Adventure. Oh, hello, Sonic.
Yeah.
And you don't even speak to him.
No, I
You
didn't
just give him
bother.
the cold shoulder.
I think you're a bit behind me, dude. Jump up for about, like, 5 seconds. And now we're heading off to Emerald Coast.
Now, this remix of Emerald Coast is kind of a stony. It's sort of all over the place and quite meandering.
So I floated there for a second, and then I landed on the ground. So I kept trying to float in the pool, which is pretty fun.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how Big has this ability to float on the surface of the water,
Mm-hmm.
which I guess would be good for a Sonic character, but he just uses it to fish.
Mm-hmm. Even though it's not all that useful, because Froggy's in areas next to the land.
Yeah, and didn't some Call Me Johnny point out a glitch where if the frog goes underneath you while you're fishing, you lose it or something?
Oh, yeah. I think that only happens in Ice Cap, though. If it goes under the ice that you're trying to fish in, you'll die, pretty much.
Yeah,
Which I don't get how he dies from losing the fish, though.
He takes fishing really seriously.
If he misses, it's the death of him. And now right here I'm trying to find Froggy, and I notice him over here.
Yeah, I guess what is a good thing is that he always appears in the same place.
Mm-hmm. I didn't throw the lure all that far, so...
Yeah. Now on these levels there are like secondary optional tasks where you have to like catch a certain size of fish.
Yeah, and
those
weight.
and those fishes are usually in like the hidden area of the levels.
Huh. I do know there's this underground place that I used to think Froggy was in, but then when I played it again, he's not in there. He's always here now.
Yeah, I'd think that too. I think the very first time I played these levels, I would do a bit of exploring. But no, they do put Froggy in the most obvious place.
Which I guess is okay, because people will want to get rid of the level, and he gets stuck there.
Yeah, in hindsight, they should have just scrapped the big character and focused their attention on the other flaws of the game.
Mm-hmm. Because the game is really glitchy.
Yeah, and it's probably because they do have 6 different gameplay styles to work out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they might have been spreading themselves a little too thin.
Yeah. And Sudden Gamma. It looks like Gamma's laughing there.
Yeah, I was just thinking, you could just have Gamma just pick up the yellow Chaos Emerald instead of Froggy.
Mm-hmm.
And just...
Well,
it looks like Gamma's
I guess it's because he has Chaos's tail.
Yeah. I like how Gamma seems to be laughing at him.
Mm-hmm. That's what I bring up. And this is the first time I think we've seen the egg carrier fly away.
Yeah, he does appear in other stories.
Mm-hmm. And suddenly Big's on the egg carrier. I don't know how they missed him, because he's kind of obvious to notice. But that's fine. As long as they get the gameplay done.
And I guess the funny thing is, we'll find out later that Knuckles also followed Gamma onto the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm surprised they didn't bump into each other.
Yeah. Why was Gamma even near Red Mountain at that point anyway?
I think it's after he gets the vision from Tikal,
Oh, okay.
and she sends him back to Red Mountain, and he makes his way from there.
I guess. Anyways, we'll see you guys next time for part 9.